Hello YouTubers, this is Deanne
and Nicole,
and we're Deanne Nicole. Today we're going to be presenting to you thrifting, and we are presenting thrifting today because a lot of people question us about where do we get our clothes, and we mentioned to them that we thrift the items, and we just want to be able to share some tips and tidbits about thrifting with you all.
And for those of you that don't know, thrifting is basically categorized as shopping at your local thrift store. Whether it's your local Salvation Army, Goodwill, Plato's Closet, you name it, that's considered thrifting. It's basically shopping at stores that have gently used clothes, or even clothes that have been donated that possibly may be even new. They may have the tag still attached. And so we're here to provide some advice and some tips on how to thrift, because some of you may have never thrifted, and it's a good way to add different pieces to your closet without breaking the bank, as well as just getting different clothes that may not be located in the mall without having to spend so much money. So without further ado, let's jump right in.
Alright, so I'm going to share my tips of thrifting and some of the things I look for and some of the things I do that will be helpful for you when you start thrifting. So tip number one, don't be afraid of unorganized stores. Every second-hand store or thrift store may not be the same. They may have piles of clothes that you may have to look through, and they may not have the clothing size together, or just skirts with skirts, pants with pants, and tops or blouses together. So don't be afraid of unorganized thrift stores. And with that being said, my second tip is be patient, because if you go to a store that's unorganized, then you have to be patient to actually look through the clothes. Even if they're on a rack, you don't want to just skim the outer perimeter to see if you're going to find like a print or a pattern that stands out. You actually want to look through the clothes and find things that attract or pull your attention in, or that it will be something that you will actually wear. So my third tip would also be try on the clothes. If you're not against trying on clothes that may not have been washed, because when people donate these clothing to the thrift stores, they may not have washed them. So that's just FYI when thrifting. But if you're not afraid to try on the clothes, try on the clothes. You can even try them on top of your clothes if you want to try that. A good tip that Nicole shared with me is, if for pants or skirts, if you want to ensure that they fit you correctly, you can always put them around your neck, and if they meet in the back of your neck, then you may be able to wear that. But I always suggest trying on the clothes. And my last tip is learn your thrift store or secondhand store specials. Some stores have special based on color tags. Some stores have one day, maybe a Thursday, where all the clothes are $1, or a Saturday where all the clothes are $1, or a Wednesday where the clothing are 50% off. So learn your thrift store, secondhand store, Plato's Closet, Goodwill, whatever store you're going to thrift at, learn their special. And now I'm going to just allow Nicole to present her tips.
Well, my tips include, my first tip is, first, before you leave your house, survey and organize your closet. I believe that before you add new pieces to your wardrobe, you need to see what you already own. It doesn't make sense if you already have 50 pink shirts if you go and add another pink shirt, unless you just really like pink. And for example, if you know you want to add more prints to your closet, let's say because it's springtime and you want to add more floral prints, you may want to add more polka dots, make sure you already do not own these type of items before you go and add them to your wardrobe. For example, I actually organize my closet by colors, and that may work for me, and you could just do what works for you. My next tip is, this is an important one, have a keen eye. Whenever you're thrifting, whether it be at a Goodwill or a Plato's Closet or a Salvation Army, make sure you look for any rips, tears, or any holes that may be inside of the clothes. There may be a different reason why that person that previously owned that item chose to donate it. Maybe they couldn't wear it anymore, or maybe they accidentally got a rip in it. And you need to be aware of if the item has any damage to it before you actually take it home. And my last tip is be willing to travel. Some thrift stores may be out of your comfort zone or out of your neighborhood, and thrifting, it takes time. So if you have to drive maybe 5 miles to your local thrift store that may not be down the street, take that chance. Plan in advance and go ahead and thrift. And most importantly, my last tip, just have fun. Thrifting is not about replacing your wardrobe with a whole bunch of secondhand clothes. Now, there are situations where people are unfortunate and they may have to solely depend on thrift stores, but for the most part, we use thrifting as adding items to our closet that we do not already own, or just getting different pieces that can go with the pieces that we already own. So guys, take these tips, and I hope that they are helpful, and I hope that you are well on your way to a great thrifting shopping experience. And one last thing, I want to shout out one of our local thrift stores here. It's City Walk. If you're ever in the Tallahassee area and you want to find a great thrift store, I would suggest stopping by City Walk. And they have some great items, including furniture and clothes and books. And they also use all of their donations to help people that have been recently released from prison. So that's another good way of spending your money to a cause that is going to help someone.
Yeah, and so just to add to that, since she spoke about City Walk, when we thrift, we also donate our clothing back to stores where we know the proceeds are going to go back into the community. Like City Walk, they help men transition back from out of jail back to society. So when you're thrifting and when you're donating your clothes, donate them to stores where you know the money's going to go back to help the community. There's also other stores within Tallahassee where they help the youth. So we also donate to those stores. So we don't donate just solely to stores where it's for profit. We donate to stores where they have non-profit organizations that will help people out within the community, or people that are just transitioning back to the community that actually are working. They're using their funds for really good causes. So just keep that in mind when thrifting. And thrifting, like she said, it's about having fun, and we're both on a budget, so we don't spend all our money at the mall. Thrifting allows us to find unique pieces. So just when you go, have fun, be patient. That's the most important thing. Be patient, because you are going to have to look through the clothes. And we are excited about our new channel, so we hope you subscribe and leave comments of any other topics that you may want to hear from us. And we look forward to speaking with you all again. Have a blessed one.
Bye.